Welcome back. Well, Valentine's Day is less than 2 weeks away. And if
Yeah.
you're still searching for that someone special, we are here to help.
Yeah, Deborah Graham is the star of TLC's The Psychic Matchmaker, also host of the podcast The Psychic Connection with Deborah Graham, and joining us now with her 6 secrets for finding true love, little psychic wisdom. Deborah, thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me. God bless you guys. And happy almost Valentine's Day. Cupid is coming in hot and strong.
So how much of it is it, you know, the typical things that I want to hear your advice, but also like how much of it is this psychic energetic connection?
Well, 90% of it is a psychic energetic connection, because when you're with somebody, it's not the physical appearance, it's the spiritual experience. So it's not like looking at someone, it's looking into someone's soul and being able to have what you call a spiritual connection that could last, 30, 40, 50 years. And it's not just what I call the wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And that's what I do, whether people call into the psychic connection with Deborah Graham, or if we're doing a one-on-one reading around the world, because I got clients from here to Australia to, Ukraine, you name it, they come to me. And it's all about vibrating and getting rid of what I call the old and worn out. So I like to call myself a human weed whacker. That's what I help people do to really clear
You're
out
gonna weed
the
whack your
old
heart,
and worn
Scott.
out, because sometimes what you think you want is not really what you need, if you know what I mean.
All right, so let's go through the 6 steps, because I want to make sure we get to them. Trust in your inner fabulousness.
Yes, that means never change your looks. Don't be something to dress to impress or to be something that somebody else wants you to be, because if they want you to change, then run while you still got your head attached to your body.
That is fantastic
All right,
advice.
and don't let first impressions clog up the first date. Tell us what you mean.
Absolutely. What that means is take that second date, because sometimes when you go out with somebody, she or he could be a little bit nervous on that first date, but it's always important to have direct eye contact, because the window to your soul is always through your eyes. So always go out on that second date.
Give in to the dating rules of 3, which are?
Oh, that's deep and large. That means goes out 3 dates within 3 weeks and stay monogamous. That means you could touch, you could hug, but don't put the lizard in the lily pad for at least 3 months. That's a true spiritual connection versus just a physical connection, because you want to really connect with that person on an emotional level. And 90% of my relationships work if they follow that rule of 3.
Okay, interesting. 3 dates within 3 months and take it slow. Okay. What about, we hear a lot about twin flames or soulmates. Do we all have them? What do we need to know about that?
Absolutely. There's a difference. There's soulmate connections. That means you may have been with that person from a previous life. You have a reconnection. You could have a soul connection with somebody just to have kids, or you can have that twin flames connection. 90% of us never get to meet our twin flame. So don't hold your breath, turn blue and die on trying to find that. But if you can feel your soul and see your energy with that person like 30 years down the road, then that's definitely a keeper.
90% never get to me. That's a little upsetting.
Not your soulmate, but your twin flame.
That's a twin flame. They do get to meet their soulmates, but not always a twin flame soulmate. That's very rare. And the possibilities of finding that is out there, but that's one thing that you have to take a little bit more time and take it nice and slow.
Okay, wait, real quick, because maybe people don't know. What's a twin flame?
A twin flame is when you're 2 physical bodies, but you're one trapped soul. It's almost like when that person's happy, you're happy. When that person's down, you're down. So it's almost like you feed off of each other. It's almost like looking at a window of yourself.
Okay.
Interesting.
Recognize the red flags of an energy vampire.
Yep, that's when you're on that date and that person is just talking about their ex, absolutely horrible, or that person just talks about me, and you are feeling energetically drained within the first hour. That's when I also say run, run, run. Will you still have your head attached to your body? Because you want a spiritual connection and you want to walk out of that meeting feeling really good. But if you're not feeling great, run. Always trust your gut, because your heart, believe it or not, will lead you in the wrong directions. So that's what I do with a lot of my clients, is teach them to listen to the inner voice. That's their inner child.
Know when to say goodbye.
That's when you need to open your heart, because if that person is constantly feeding and you're giving them 90% and you're only taking in 10%, that's usually when I say it doesn't matter if you've been married 20 years, 30 years, if that's somebody you've been with for a long time and you're like, I could change this person. The truth of the fact is you cannot and will not change anybody. People change if and when they want to. You could lead a horse to the water, but you can't make it drink.
Wow.
Did you see The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel by any chance?
No.
Oh, you got it. She's a matchmaker, and there is a scene in there.
Yes,
It is
yes.
simply incredible. You have to look it up.
Wow, I will definitely. But if anybody wants to book their own one-on-one psychic reading or be live on our podcast, The Psychic Connection with Deborah Graham, all they have to do is go to psychicdeborahgraham.com. That's psychicdeborahgraham.com, because that's kind of what I do with all of my clients, working with them to help them, because there's love out there. Do not give up on it. It doesn't matter if you're 16 or 83 or 99. Love is out there. Heck, my first match, no joke, was an 89-year-old man that recently lost his wife, and I was able to connect them. So if I can help him, I can help anybody.
God
Wow.
bless
And that
you.
was my first one ever.
God
Wow.
bless. God bless.
Okay. Thanks, Deborah.
No, thank you guys, and happy Valentine's Day. Peace out.
Yeah, you
Happy
too.
Valentine's Day. Yes, good luck to all those looking for love. All right, still ahead on your Monday afternoon. He is an incredible musician and a Newington native. John Violinist has a live show at the Bushnell this weekend. He's going to join us in studio to talk all about it.
And the big game is coming up on Sunday. Chef Plum is here to teach us how to make homemade kitchen wings that are better than, what are they? Chicken wings? Or I'm calling them kitchen wings because we're making them in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Great Day, Connecticut. I'll be right back. Stay with us.